Hi, welcome to the video. My name is Upol, and on behalf of my amazing co-authors, Ranjit, Jake, and Mark, I'm excited to talk about our paper on the algorithmic imprint. By the end of this short video, I hope you'll be curious enough to find out the rest of the story and drop by our full presentation at FACT 2022. So let's get started. Our journey begins back in 2020 when, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, in-person GCE A-level exams, which is a UK-based international exam, got cancelled. And in lieu of actual exams, an algorithmic grading is introduced as an alternative form of assessment. However, when the algorithmic grades were released, protests broke out, and you may have actually come across coverage that looks like this from the UK around the protests. However, did you know that these GCE exams are actually taken in over 160 countries globally? And how many of us are aware of events outside the UK? Which is where the focus of the current paper is. It's in Bangladesh, a country in South Asia. We chose Bangladesh for three main reasons. First, there's a dearth of coverage on non-UK settings, despite Commonwealth countries having a substantial share of the GCE exam market. Second, it offers a really unique opportunity to see how algorithms made in the global north can impact stakeholders in the global south who may actually have less voice in the process. Moreover, at a personal level, as a Bangladeshi and someone who went through the GCE system, I wanted to make sure the Bangladeshi side of the story was not erased from the overall narrative. Now, coming back to the events, on the surface, it appears that everything is going well. After the protests, the boards reversed course and dropped the algorithmic standardization, implying removal of its effects. And this is where our paper kicks in and asks, was that really the case? Did the removal of the standardization undo its effects? We don't think so. And to help with our argument, we introduce this concept of the algorithmic imprint to illustrate how merely removing an algorithm does not necessarily undo its effects. And a metaphor can be useful here. These are pictures of palimpsests, and without going into the nuances in the art history of it, broadly speaking, palimpsests are manuscripts or scrolls where the old text is erased to make room for new text on top of it. But the more important part is the traces of these old layers actually remain. So as you can see on the picture on the left, there actually could be two layers of old text. So here it's from 6th and 8th century respectively. And like the traces in a palimpsest, algorithms can actually leave rather hard imprints on society instead of paper, even though these algorithms are made of software, something that we think should be easily mutable or reversible. But as we will see in this paper, just like remnant traces are hard to erase on a palimpsest, it's actually very hard to erase and undo algorithmic effects. In other words, there is no shortcut to undoing the effects of an algorithmic deployment. If any of this sounds interesting and you want to know more, please come to the full presentation where we will answer the following questions. First, what happened in Bangladesh around this 2020 algorithmic grading event? Second, what is the imprint about and how did these vestiges remain even when the algorithm was removed? And third, what are some of the practical and ethical implications of the imprint that can help us in algorithmic design? Thank you so much for watching this short teaser video. We look forward to seeing you for the full presentation at FACT 2022. Thank you so much.